Most people dream of waking up earlier, imagining peaceful, productive mornings and extra hours to crush goals before the world even stirs. But the reality, hitting snooze 3 times, grabbing your phone, and dragging yourself out of bed groggy and irritated. If you've ever told yourself, "I'll wake up early tomorrow," only to fail the next day, you're not lazy, you're misaligned with a proven system. Waking up early is not about willpower. It's about strategy, science, and behavioral change. In this video, we're breaking down the real, research-backed methods to help you wake up earlier. And most importantly, stick to it long-term. Let's start with your mindset. Most people fail to wake up early because they treat it like punishment. They associate early rising with less sleep, discomfort, and sacrifice. But in reality, waking up early should be framed as a gain. More time to work on your health, creativity, peace, and goals. Reframing the purpose behind waking early can be powerful. When you connect waking early to your values, like building a business, having more time with family, or reading in peace, it becomes a reward. The first change is psychological. Instead of saying, "I have to wake up at 5 a.m., say, "I get to start my day with a head start." Your brain is wired for purpose. Give it one. Now let's talk about circadian rhythm, your internal biological clock. Everyone has a natural rhythm that governs when you feel sleepy and alert. The key to waking up early consistently isn't just setting an alarm, it's aligning your habits with your circadian rhythm. The average human rhythm prefers waking at sunrise and sleeping a few hours after dark. But modern life, screens, stress, late-night snacks completely disrupts this. To reset your rhythm, you need consistency. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This trains your body to release melatonin at the right time and reduces grogginess upon waking. Speaking of melatonin, light exposure is one of the most crucial elements to waking up early. Your body produces melatonin when it gets dark, helping you fall asleep. In the morning, exposure to natural light signals your brain to stop melatonin production and start producing cortisol, the hormone that makes you feel awake and alert. If you're waking up in darkness, your body is still in sleep mode. To combat this, expose yourself to sunlight within 30 minutes of waking. If sunlight isn't available, invest in a daylight simulation lamp. Morning light anchors your internal clock and sets the tone for energy throughout the day. Let's break a myth. Alarms don't make you a morning person. In fact, the way most people use alarms is harmful. Jarring alarm sounds spike your cortisol and leave you feeling disoriented. Worse, snoozing fragments your sleep and makes it harder to wake up on time. Instead, use a gradual wake-up alarm, one that mimics sunrise or starts with gentle sounds. Or better yet, train your body to wake up naturally without an alarm. That might sound impossible now, but once your sleep schedule stabilizes, your body will begin to wake up at the same time daily, often within minutes of your target time. Let's get tactical. If you want to wake up earlier, you must optimize your bedtime routine. Your morning starts the night before. 1 hour before bed, disconnect from all screens. Yes, that includes your phone. Blue light suppresses melatonin production and tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime. Dim your lights, use night mode settings, and shift to offline activities like reading, journaling, or stretching. Additionally, keep your room cool, so around 65 degrees F or 18 gigs C, dark and quiet. These environmental cues send your body the signal. It's time to rest. The more consistent and intentional your wind-down routine is, the more reliably you'll fall asleep and wake up refreshed. Another common mistake is inconsistent sleep duration. If you go to bed at midnight one night and 9 p.m. the next, your body has no idea when it should feel tired. Adults need between 7 to 9 hours of sleep, depending on individual biology. Don't just focus on waking up early. Make sure you're going to bed early enough to make that wake time realistic. Sacrificing sleep to wake up early will lead to burnout, brain fog, and ironically, oversleeping later. Find your optimal sleep window and protect it ruthlessly. Here's a powerful yet underrated technique: the 90-minute rule. Your sleep occurs in cycles of roughly 90 minutes. Waking up in the middle of a deep sleep cycle is what makes you feel groggy. Instead of just setting an alarm for 600 a.m. because it sounds right, calculate your wake time based on 90-minute increments from when you fall asleep. For example, if you go to sleep at 10:00 p.m., ideal wake times would be around 50:30 a.m. or 700 a.m., never 60:15. There are even sleep calculator apps that can help you plan your schedule based on this science. Now let's talk about habit stacking. One of the most effective strategies to make waking early stick is to link it with an immediate reward or habit you enjoy. This creates a positive feedback loop in your brain. For instance, if you love coffee, make it part of your early ritual. Only allow yourself your favorite podcast or audiobook during early hours, or use the time to write, run, or meditate, whatever energizes you. When you have something to look forward to, waking up stops being a chore and starts becoming a habit loop you crave. Let's not ignore nutrition. What you eat, and when you eat it, affects your sleep-wake cycle. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, or alcohol within 3 hours of bedtime. All of these interfere with deep sleep and delay your body's ability to transition to restful states. On the flip side, starting your day with hydration and a protein-rich breakfast can kickstart your metabolism and energy levels. Try drinking a full glass of water within 5 minutes of waking. It jumpstarts your system and helps shake off sleep inertia. Accountability matters. Trying to change your sleep schedule in a vacuum is tough. Find an accountability partner, someone who is also trying to wake up earlier. Send each other a message in the morning to confirm wake-up times, or use apps that track sleep and share progress. Even better, join a community like a morning mastermind running group or early journaling circle. Social reinforcement taps into our natural desire to stay consistent with others and can help you build momentum faster. Another tactic that works wonders is intentional wake-up placement. This simply means putting your alarm or phone far from your bed. When you physically have to get out of bed to turn it off, you're already halfway to staying up. Pair this with doing a quick action like splashing cold water on your face or brushing your teeth immediately after. These signals tell your brain, we're transitioning to awake mode now. Once you've moved and done something, the temptation to go back to bed dramatically drops. Let's talk about visualization. Research in sports psychology shows that visualizing a task before doing it increases follow-through. Before you sleep, spend 2 minutes imagining your morning. Visualize opening your eyes, getting up, walking to the kitchen, and making your tea or doing your workout. Feel the success. This primes your subconscious and prepares you to act without hesitation. It sounds simple, but mental rehearsal can dramatically increase your chances of following through in the morning. Here's an unexpected tip: stop labeling yourself as a night owl. Your identity shapes your actions. The more you tell yourself, I'm just not a morning person, the more your brain reinforces that narrative. Start shifting your self-talk. Say, I'm learning to become someone who wakes up early. Identity-based habits are more sticky than goal-based ones. When you start acting in alignment with a new identity, even in small ways, you rewire your brain's perception of what's normal for you. Let's touch on stress. Chronic stress and sleep don't mix. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is meant to be high in the morning and low at night. But if you're constantly anxious or working late into the night, your cortisol stays elevated, blocking melatonin and ruining sleep quality. Prioritize stress-reducing habits in the evening: deep breathing, mindfulness, yoga, or even a warm bath. Create a transition ritual from work mode to rest mode so your body knows when to power down. If you've tried all of this and still struggle, consider gradual shifts instead of drastic changes. Don't jump from waking at 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. overnight. Shift your schedule by 15 to 30 minutes every 3 to 4 days. This incremental change is easier on your body and more likely to stick. Track your progress in a journal. Note how you felt, what worked, and what didn't. Over time, these small wins compound and build real transformation. Let's get real about weekends. The #1 killer of early wake-up habits is weekend oversleeping. If you're waking at 6 a.m. on weekdays and 10 a.m. on weekends, you're constantly resetting your internal clock. The result? Monday morning feels like jet lag. You don't have to wake up early on weekends, but aim to keep your rise time within an hour of your weekday schedule. If you're consistent 7 days a week, your body adapts far faster and stays in rhythm. Lastly, always celebrate progress. Waking up early is not about perfection, it's about momentum. Did you wake up 15 minutes earlier today than yesterday? That's a win. Did you resist snoozing twice this week? Celebrate that. Positive reinforcement builds confidence and keeps motivation alive. Over time, those early wake-ups turn into full-blown lifestyle shifts. You begin to crave the stillness of the early hours, the focus before distractions begin, and the confidence that comes from taking control of your day. Early rising is not a superpower, it's a skill. And like any skill, it's built with consistency, clarity, and intention. By applying these science-backed strategies, you can finally break free from the cycle of groggy mornings and unproductive starts. Your mornings can become your most powerful tool, and when your mornings change, your life changes. If you found value in this breakdown, subscribe to Real Anash Ahmed for more high-performance strategies like this. Master your mornings and you master your momentum. This is how high-level habits are built, one day at a time.